All right. All right, yo, back at it again. What's going on, nephews? Here we go. We got today with us Uncle Rome. Uncle Romie
What up?
D.
What up? What up?
Up in the house. Like I said, we just gonna just kind of enlighten you guys, put you guys on some old school game, whatever we got. We try to give y'all, just make sure we try y'all lead y'all in the right direction. But like I said, we're just gonna jump right into it, bro. How you doing today?
What's going on, man? It's brother man from a fifth floor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, we just try to, drop some dollars to these youngsters, man, and hopefully, we can steer them in the right direction, But I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into it. Like I said, we got Uncle Rome here, and we're just gonna jump right in and give us a little background about yourself, man. Where you from, man? Where you grew up at?
I'm from the dirty, man. I'm from what they call the dirty South Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the BX, baby.
Okay, BX in the house. Shout out to BX. Okay, and what that's where you from, but where you at now?
Normally when I tell people this, I might have to kill them, so I apologize now. But nah. Yeah, I'm up in Westchester County, up South Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Still close home, still close to my roots.
Yeah.
But what, maybe 10 blocks away from the borderline of the BX.
Okay. Cool. And a little about what your upbringing was like. How you grew up, man? What was like, mom, pop, mom, step pop, how you grew up, bro?
Damn, man, you like just throwing all kinds of males in my life. I must have missed that upbringing. Nah. My moms and pops was separated, so I was more raised by my moms. There was a couple of years of my teenage and younger adult life that I was raised with my father, but majority of the time I was raised by my mother.
Okay.
So she raised me to be a respectable man.
I don't know what happened. I feel you. But no, man, and that's typically a lot of people, man. That's why it's great to have your perspective on this show, because that's what that's what we need out here. Diversity, man. Just different backgrounds. We all come together for the greater good, so to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. But with that though, man, you probably say you had a lot of male influences, growing up. Like who'd you want to be like when you was growing up?
Wow, gee, that's a lot. All right, it's gonna be a little weird.
Okay.
But there was my uncle who's married to my father's sister.
Mm-hmm.
He was a correction officer.
Mm-hmm.
He was more of a father figure to me to anybody else.
Yeah.
He always made sure I had what I had, and he took care of me just like he would my two cousins.
Yeah.
And then there was my mother's brother, Uncle Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former Marine.
Mm-hmm.
If he was a skinny dude,
yeah,
but he thought he was the Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
But he's a criminal at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
So I had a good role model.
Yeah.
And I had a bad role model.
Okay.
And then there was my pops, who was just a career criminal.
Right.
And when I say career criminal, the day of his sentencing, the judge was talking to him. Only thing he could remember was this judge had a gold coin in his hand, flipping it around.
Yeah.
And he was trying to figure out how he was going to steal that coin. Like, dude, you're about to go to jail for 10 years and you're talking about stealing a coin.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up. But you would say that your uncle, though, he was the mentor. He was the number one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so, like, were there like others, or was like anybody in particular that you was like, yo, I really don't want to be like, you know what I mean?
Well, again, I really didn't want to be anything like any of my uncles who was criminals or my pops.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there was always my uncle.
Mm.
And, he was doing something that I realized I wanted to do at that age of 7 or 8. I wanted to be a police officer.
Okay. Okay.
So, as a kid, I ain't know no difference between a correction officer and a police officer.
Right.
It wasn't until I got older that I realized correction ain't my job.
Okay. What's the difference for those of us that don't know?
All right. And well, I don't know about any other state, but here in New York,
Right.
New York corrections, once you go inside, like Rikers Island,
yeah,
you can no longer carry your weapon.
Oh, okay.
So my uncle's been involved in 3 lockdowns.
Yeah.
And out of the 3, he got hurt once.
Okay.
All the inmates loved him, apparently, but that one riot, I don't know what happened. I remember he was telling me the story, but I don't remember every detail.
Right.
But I remember that they beat his ass.
Okay.
And that's when I realized I don't want to do corrections.
Same for you, huh?
So I went the other route.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And so
and I learned that they beat your ass on the street too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what you doing now? Because obviously you don't have many walks, many jobs. What are you doing now?
I work for the United States Postal Service and the Inspection Service Division. Okay. I deal with explosive devices that coming through the mail system.
Yeah.
Or reported IADs if it goes out there.
Oh, okay. That was well. That's got to be pretty exciting, right? Keep you on your toes, though, right?
you see the look on my face when you said that, right?
Hey, man, you tired, bro? You been working. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the look of somebody who ain't got paid yet. Because if this was the payday, you wouldn't be worried about that.
Yeah. Well, it's always funny because on payday, if you ever get that call, that's when you wonder, do I get to spend my money?
Yeah.
Or do I get to spend my money on my funeral service?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not a demanding position, thank God.
Right.
But I'll go out and investigate it, do reports about it. Right. But when it comes to actually handling or dealing with these objects, that's somebody else's job.
Yeah.
I draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. And so back to what you mentioned earlier about growing up around various individuals who influence you in very different ways. What was what were you, a hard-headed kid? Like how did you take heed the advice, or how did that work on you? Did you follow the ideas?
I was a badass kid.
Yeah.
I did everything a kid ain't supposed to.
Well, why do you think it was hard for you to accept advice at that age, at a young age?
It wasn't hard for me at all. It was just a simple fact. I had it in my head. Ain't nobody could tell me anything.
Yeah.
I knew right from wrong.
Now, was that something
until the switch came out, then I smartened up.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, okay, somebody had to tighten you up though. But that's what's up. And so
my mom's changed Mike Tyson, man.
Okay. And speaking of Tyson though, right? Like, so a lot of these kids, their influencers are people they never will meet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like growing up, was there like one person in your mind? He's like, man, I want to be like that dude, like a famous person. Who was that famous cat that you was just like, yeah, that's me right there. That's how I'm gonna be.
Oh man.
Don't say Keith Sweat.
Nah, we'll get into that another day, man.
What's up?
We'll get into that another day.
Okay.
Damn, that's a good question, man. Can we come back to that one, man? I gotta,
Okay.
I gotta really think about that.
Okay. Well, no, I get that. And like I said, it's just bad. That's basically like the reason why we're having this conversation. You know what I mean? Like, it come to my attention, man. These kids, they really, like when I grew up, like it was you either worked at the factory or you went to the, you know what I mean, or you found a way to get out, but we didn't really know jobs, you know what I mean? But you would see somebody on there, like the person that I used to really like, I was like, man, this dude, like, I don't know him personally, but the way he maneuvered, I was like, yo, that cat. And that was Sean Puffy Combs, bro. Like the way he maneuvered, I was
All
like,
right,
yo, that's that
I
dude. You know what I mean?
I got to meet
Mhm.
Fred Williams
Mhm.
when they were filming in Harlem.
Mhm.
This is like we're late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
Um,
And for
you know,
those of
my
us that
father,
don't know who's Fred Williams.
Fred Williams is a black actor who was
Okay.
also an NFL player.
Okay.
Um, he was in a lot of 70s and 80s movies. If you know
Yeah.
Pam Grier,
No,
just
fam.
check some of her movies out. You'll
Yeah.
see Fred Williams. Fred
Okay.
Williams is my man. He always had a good cigar in his mouth. He's another
Okay.
reason why I like cigars.
All right. All
But
right.
my father was on 125th Street
Mm,
trying to hustle,
mm,
and he had me with him. And I don't know, he was just hanging out on the stoop, I guess between shoots or whatever.
mm,
And this man, I had no idea who he was. Sat me on his lap, was
mm.
talking to me, and it wasn't until many years later I realized who he was.
Yeah.
That's when I realized I wanted to be an actor.
Okay. Okay.
So Fred Williams would be my role model.
Okay. Okay. You want to be an actor? Dreams of
Yeah,
the screen, big screen, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm slowly but
Well,
surely getting there, man.
okay. Any advice you would give these youngsters if they, want to pursue that same career path?
Uh, yeah, if you're interested in acting, and for a lot of people, they don't have money to pay for acting school.
Mm,
What you don't need is money to become an actor.
okay.
Start out doing background work.
Okay.
It's it's starting at the very bottom,
Mm,
but while you're working these sets, you get to pay attention to what the directors and the producers, how they interact with the actors and the people as extras in background,
yeah.
and you can pick up lessons. And then if you take the money that you get from working these gigs,
Yeah.
depending on how many gigs you can get, guess what? You can take that money and use it towards acting school and get an acting degree. But don't be fooled.
Yeah.
You don't need a degree to become an actor.
Okay.
So background acting is basically a cheat.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you know,
Let's
you
hop
fit
on.
you actually fit the role for one of them old guys in the nursing homes. You
Oh
might want to
yeah,
check that out. Yeah.
the one to keep telling her to check my temperature, but I feel a little cold in my
Hey,
legs. Can you run for me?
hey, whatever floats your boat, bro.
I'll be an old perverted. I feel old pervert of the nurse home, man. Girl, come here. I'll be touching her on the butt and everything, which is frowned upon, and I get that, but I'm old. See now, I don't even know where I'm at.
It's funny because when I get acting gigs and
Yeah,
I'm sitting there talking to other people that's on the set,
yeah,
you know, I find myself surrounded by people, dude, they in their 20s,
yeah,
early 20, mid 20s, late 20s. And then like some of the females,
yeah.
when you're talking to them, hey, how old are you?
Hmm.
Hey, I'm 49. Bro, you don't look it. What the hell does 49 look like?
I know, right? Yeah. Hey, well, that's what's up though. But I did want to harp on something when you mentioned earlier about you don't necessarily need a degree in order to be an actor.
Yes.
So the thought is like how important is education in your opinion versus like common sense? Like which one holds more merit in the world through your eyes?
We just talking like regular education or education in the industry?
Let's go with regular education.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Because when you look how changing times are, it's become more difficult to hold down the simplest job possible without some type of education.
Yeah.
If you remember growing up, the 80s and throughout the 90s, you didn't need a high school diploma to work at McDonald's before being a foot messenger.
Yeah.
But just any type of delivery person.
Yeah.
Now you need a high school diploma for all that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we make jokes about it, but who the hell needs a high school diploma to flip some burgers and fry some fries?
Yeah.
But it's a requirement.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember back in the 80s. Well, when I was in high school, that was in the 80s.
Right.
I remember our teachers used to always telling us, like, sometime in the future, you're going to need a college degree to get a job. Here we are.
Yeah.
Guess what? You need a college degree.
Yeah.
To get a job.
Yeah.
Now just think about it. In a couple of more years, you're going to need a college degree to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. How crazy would that be?
I mean, you already know that's just the way the world moving. Because like I say, like they basically make you overqualified for any position.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know. I don't think they putting out trades as much, as they used to, which they should,
Yeah.
But like with that though, like what would you like? What's something that you wish someone had told you when you was younger that you had to learn late in life?
That running the streets really isn't as important as getting an education.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fell short of that. Because I let my older brother con me and my other brother to drop out of high school in our freshman year.
Right.
And that is the only thing in my entire life that I wish I could go back and do over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think is learned in school? Like, ain't it just going getting books? Like, you ain't really learning nothing. What you learning?
Well, back then, they were teaching you a lot.
Yeah.
But being in the mindset, and I'm speaking of myself.
Yeah.
Being the mindset that I was bored.
Yeah.
And I remember my father had me go see some psychologist or whatever. They thought I was going through all kinds of stuff because I was into Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
And I remember they kept saying that your attention span is high. If you're being taught a subject and you find no interest in it,
yeah,
you don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
It was basically true. Dude, my last year of junior high school, I probably only maybe been to class maybe 6 times.
That was up. Oh, you was out there. What you was doing? What were you doing?
We was just cutting school, hanging out, chasing girls, doing video games. We trying to break into the music business.
Yeah.
We thought we was gonna be somebody big.
Yeah.
All those things happen.
Yeah.
Not the big part, but close to it.
Yeah.
But like I said, the last year of junior high school as a senior, I was only in class maybe 6 times. And I always showed up on the day of the major test exam.
Yeah.
Passed it. Never
Yeah.
studied.
Yeah.
Never took any classes. But I
Yeah.
passed and I graduated. So you figure that out.
I mean, you got the gift. When you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
thanks to my pops being the hustler that he was, running the streets and having me out there with him,
Yeah.
shooting pool, hustling people for their money, that made me a better police officer too.
Okay.
So
But,
there's a true saying that the street is education. I learned more on the street than I did in the school.
Okay.
But if I still had to do over, I would go back and fulfill my obligations as a student and get that full education like I was supposed to.
That was, so it is some value. And you would say,
Yes.
well, you call street sense is like common sense, right? So it
Yes.
is some value in common sense, but like you
Yes.
said, you would say more education than common sense to make you a better person overall.
Correct.
Okay.
And the funny thing is about me running the streets as a kid, I never became a product of my environment like most people do.
Okay. Okay.
No, if I was, you wouldn't have me on the show right now.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Our paths would have crossed regardless, bro. It was I might be in the guy in the corner asking for a cup of coffee or something. You tell me, get away, bum. You know what I'm saying? So you never know.
I'm just saying.
You never know. But let me ask you this though: why you out there running the streets and doing everything you're doing? Like, were you an adult in your mind, even though you were a teenager? Were you an adult in your mind?
Yes, 100%.
So, like how would what qualifies a person to be a grown up? You know, in your mind, if these kids grown? What qualifies them to be grown?
The truth be told, nothing. Everybody today, a 10-year-old, think they're grown.
Yeah.
But they have no clue.
Yeah.
It's like that old saying, what makes you a man at a certain age? Well, growing up, they say when you turn 16 or 18, you become a man. That's a wrong message to send to these young men, because they'll actually get in their head that they are grown. They don't have to listen to their parents anymore. They could do whatever the hell they want. And that's an epic fail in my book.
Okay.
Because even at the age of 18, at the age of 24, a lot of these males still needs guidance.
So are you saying, like, are we, because it's traditional, right? So it's like when your mama tell you when you 18, you start smelling yourself, you guys go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You 21 and
if you start smelling yourself, you need to go take a shower.
Yeah. You 21, you ain't in school, you gotta have a job or you gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, so are in your opinion, do you think, are we setting these kids up for failure, where they thinking in their head once they get 18, like the learning stops?
And my personal opinion, yes.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion, but yes.
Okay. And like other coaches, they let them stay to they 30. You know what I'm saying? I think it's overkill, but that's just me. But people are living longer now, right?
All right. You take how the Orthodox Jews, how they would raise their male sons.
Right.
By the age of 13, they're given a ceremony and they're told that they're grown men. They're adults.
Yeah.
They have a right to get a job, get a wife, and get their own place. Now, when you see these young men out here, mind you, they're 13 years old.
Yeah.
They either not going to school, just going to work, married to another young girl the same age, which I don't understand that. But but they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
Whereas we try to instill that in us, and the elevator don't go all the way upstairs. Oh, I'm a grown man. I can stay out as late as I want. I could drink. I could smoke.
Yeah.
I could wear my clothes how I want. Can't nobody tell me a damn thing. But
Yeah.
what nobody tells you is go get a job, boy.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that you need to go get a job until either your mother or both of your parents kick you to the curb.
Yeah.
That's when you start realizing I need a job. And then again, that's still sending a wrong message, because then you have these young cats out here. The only thing in their mind, damn, I need to make a $900 to $1,000 to $2,000.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about starting at minimum wage.
Yeah.
They automatically have it in their mind. I need to start making this because, dude, they want a pair of $280 sneakers.
Yeah.
$100 pair of jeans,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So they already have in their mindset they living beyond their means. So what's the first thing they're gonna do?
Okay.
Go out there, hit the streets,
Yeah.
hustle, sell, or whatever.
Yeah.
And again, nothing against parents that do this for their kids, but when you go all out your way to give these kids exactly what they want, they're not learning anything.
Yeah.
My kid, 13 years old, I want an iPhone.
Yeah.
To do what?
Yeah.
Oh, I want an iPad. Oh, I want a PlayStation 5. Dude, who goes out and buy their kid a $2,000 jacket?
Yeah.
Just so your kid can have what everybody else is styling.
Yeah.
Now, I was raised the wrong way, man.
What's that? What you say that? Because of that? Nah, I mean, hey, bro, like I said, I think it's a discord, like in generations. You know what I mean? I think I'm not gonna lie, I do feel partly responsible as far as like my generation, because we kind of dropped the ball. Ain't nobody marching on my, we ain't out there doing nothing. We may go vote.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. The only time they get involved or they march on something, if it's something that affected them, or a family member close to them, or a friend. Other than that, they like, I don't care about all that. That's just nonsense. Hey, look what happened. Not to go there, but look what happened when we put Trump in office. Now I'm gonna get flack for that, but people took that election as a joke. Voted this man in, and then realized we made a huge mistake.
But I mean, like I said, Trump, like you heard me say before, bro. Hey, you'll never hear me say something bad about somebody if I can't say something good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I will say this.
Hey, and I want to say this.
What is it?
I'm not a Trump supporter,
right?
But Trump did keep his word to the American people.
That what he ain't care about?
No.
He ain't care about black people. He's like, I ain't changed then, I ain't changing now.
He only cared about us when he needed our vote.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we make jokes about this at work. He kept his promise.
Yeah.
He said he was going to build a wall.
Yeah.
He built a wall.
Yeah.
He didn't say how long and how wide that wall was going to be. He built one piece of a wall.
Yeah.
Did he lie?
Nah, I ain't lie. But
he built the wall.
Yeah, he built the wall. And they can't tear it down because it costs more money to tear it down than it costs to put it up. That's what really messed him up on that one.
Here's his legacy.
Yeah.
And it probably has his name inscribed on it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I feel you. And that's kind of where I be getting at, man. Like, so let me ask you something, man. When I spoke earlier about the discord, do you feel it's a discord between older people and younger people? Like the level of respect. Whatever happened to respect your elders?
There is none.
Yeah.
There is none.
And is that who's
the parents?
We the parents, bro. That's what I'm saying. Is it our fault?
Y'all doing it? Hey, again, no disrespect to the parents out there.
Right,
Most of them
right.
doing a piss poor job.
Okay, okay. And you said so like we would talk, respect your elders right at face value, no nothing. And you
Hey,
said
ain't none of that today.
we should have perpetuated that. We should have kept it going, or like that
Yes.
should it be earned now? Like, do
Hey,
we?
dude.
Yeah.
When was the last time if you remember growing up, when was the last time you was able to walk down the street,
Mm,
see somebody
mm,
who's either your mother's age,
mm,
your aunt's age, or your grandmother's age,
mm-hmm.
and come out your face and call her a name that's not her birth name, and not get your face reconstructed?
Nah, I mean, man,
Now,
we had more community based. Like, leads me to another question: like, what's missing in the Black community? You see what I'm saying?
what's making unification?
Yeah.
Black people are not united. No way, no fashion. Puerto
And
Ricans are united. They don't have to be related.
yeah,
They could be walking down the street and see another Puerto Rican getting into an issue, getting robbed, beaten. Guess what? They take action.
yeah,
Black folks, I hate to say it, man, we pull out our phones and just start taking videos.
yeah. He said, so our unity. So how does that be fixed though? Like, what can a young brother do right now in order to help at least repair some of the damage in that discord?
Um, you said help the police?
No, I'm getting there,
Oh,
bro. I'm swinging around to
I'll
you.
give it.
I got one for you, bro. I got one for you.
No, I could have sworn I heard the word police come out
Yeah,
of
it's
there.
coming up. It's coming up. Yeah, go ahead.
He said,
Yeah.
don't jump the gun, man.
Yeah, no, hey, you want to go there? We're doing it right now. I'm telling you, I got one for you, bro. I'm just trying to ease into the water, bro. You try to jump
I
in.
don't like you, man. I don't like you at all. I'll just say.
It's
Anybody watching this, I can't stand this dude. I've known him too damn long. I can't stand him.
So what? So what, man?
This is the same guy who had me going under the bee huts, pulling out weeds and stuff, damn nearly getting bit by a cobra snake. It was just like, hey, this is what Top wants. I don't want to hear that crap, man. For up and coming Black males in the Black community, they need to stop being more aggressive to each other and seeing each other. And this is with Black people in general.
Right.
Most Black people look at other Black individuals who's either doing better than them as a threat.
Okay.
But that's not the case. Be smart, walk up to that brother or sister, be like, hey, man, I'm just a little curious as to how you got to where you are, how you continue to do this and that. I want to get off these streets corner. I want to not be in the streets and hanging out and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's sad to say, I don't see that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, moving from out of the Bronx and growing up in the projects and seeing that all day long, they will move up to Yonkers, where the area I'm in now is somewhat like suburban type.
Right.
It's now become more populated with people moving in from the Bronx up here.
Yeah.
And dude, it's worse.
Yeah.
I come out 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Why is there 15 mix between Black and Hispanics just hanging out?
Yeah.
Talking about how their day was. Man, your day consisted of sitting in front of the building.
Yeah.
Smoking and getting drunk.
Yeah.
That's something to them.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. If it's a single parent, whether it's a male or female, it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's worse when there's no male role model in the house. And a lot of these guys or these kids, these men, are only displaying what their male counterparts, their father or whoever is in their life, mother's boyfriend or whatever, And sometimes mom's boyfriends
Yeah.
ain't all that either.
Yeah. So like
He's sitting up
imitating.
there rolling a blunt with you.
Yeah. Talking about this ain't how you do it. Yeah, that ain't how you do it.
That's not how you roll a blunt.
What
That's
y'all
how you roll a
smoking on?
blunt.
We smoke Dutchess back when
Hey, babe, come in here. Hey, look at your boy. Look.
Yeah.
He know how to hold his smoke in. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
No, but yeah, I
And,
do.
oh, wait. And then wait. I don't want to just go on the black males. Let's go on the black females too. The
Okay.
mothers,
Yeah.
majority of, not all black females,
Right.
but the majority of black females raising their young daughters,
Yeah.
they're raising them wrong too.
Okay.
Because you telling them, don't just go for an ordinary guy. Go for a guy who got something going for him. What the hell your daughter got going for herself?
Well, okay, so let's hop on that though. So, like, what qualities in a woman partner should a young man be on the lookout for? On that quest for his suitable mate.
Man, what's with you and these difficult questions?
Man, don't be like that, bro. I let you pass on one, bro. you already got one for the pin in it. I said, all right.
Hey, you gonna have people hunt me down with pitchforks and everything, man.
Bro. Hey, bro. Hey.
My thing is this. You are. I saw this post on Facebook the other day where it stated the reflection of what you want a woman to be is a reflection of yourself.
Okay.
So my thing is this: if you're a hardworking man who is either busting his butt to go to school every day, work a part-time job, come home, study, help his mom, sisters, and brothers, and then just repeat the same thing and not hang out in the street. Females don't want that. They consider that weak, a loser,
okay,
or a geek or a nerd, whatever you want to.
Right.
But yet, if you out here with a $300 pair of sneakers, pants hanging off your behind, jewelry, you driving a car that you can't really afford.
Yeah.
With rims and a stereo. Oh, and it ain't just any old car.
Yeah.
A Benz, a Beamer, you're the shit.
Yeah.
But remind you, that's a guy who ain't paying for a damn thing he got. His parents is.
Yeah. That's true.
So, and the same thing goes for a female. The reflection you see in a guy is a reflection of yourself. Because if that's all you see compared to a kid who's actually doing for himself,
yeah,
it is what it is.
So, like, in your opinion, what's the man's role in a relationship? Like, what back in the day, it was, I'm the breadwinner. I'm shoot, you cook.
Well, it's still the same.
Yeah,
it's still the same. Nothing's changed. It is, you're still the sole provider. And I'm not talking about just in a home. We're talking about in a relationship.
Right.
You're the alpha male. You lead the relationship. And when I say lead the relationship, people, don't take it as, oh, do as I say. No.
Yeah.
Now, people gonna really misinterpret that.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that easy.
Yeah. When I say take you control the relationship.
Yeah.
Like you take care of your girlfriend. You make sure she's got what she needs and whatnot. You take care of your moms, your sister, your little brothers. You take care of yourself last.
Yeah.
That is a definition of a man at any age.
Yeah.
Females don't take advantage of that brother. Just because he's taking care of you don't necessarily mean that that's what it's about. Well, you got to do your part.
Yeah.
That 50-50 thing. It starts at a young age. Come in with that. They do it like that.
Well, how would you? Yo.
Yep. I don't know what the hell just happened, bro. I just lost you.
Yeah, I hung up on something. You back?
There you go.
Yeah. All right. I think I had you on Duo, so I had hung up on Duo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it popped off. how
But
would
like I
you
said, but the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
how
I'm
would you
sorry.
advise a young man to handle rejection, whether it's from a job, whether it's from a film he want to be an actor, whether it's from a girl who he's trying to partner up
All
with?
right.
How would you handle? How would you advise him?
Rejection. Okay, rejection for all those different things are a different experience.
Mhm,
A rejection from a job, you just have to suck it up.
mhm.
Because it might be a job that you really truly want and
Yeah,
everything. And the problem with that is you can't get it,
yeah.
So with that, when it comes to work wise,
Mhm,
you gotta learn to handle rejection when it comes to that.
mhm.
Rejection from a girl, that could be devastating to anybody, I guess.
Right, right.
Even a dude who can consider himself to be real hardcore and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
You laughing.
Like Romy Rome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey. Yeah, like, yeah, baby, oh yeah. Nah, man. She's a chicken head. She don't want me. Meantime,
Yeah.
that dude going up in his house, sitting in his room, curling up in his bed, like, oh, okay. She broke my heart. We
Yeah,
all been there, man. It
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So heartbreak,
Mm,
again, especially if it's a girl you really like. Oh,
yeah,
nah, you too ugly. I don't think guys looking like you.
yeah.
You up there got a complex about how your looks are.
Mm,
So that, believe it or not,
mm,
that's something that can cause a person to kill themselves.
yeah.
So that type of rejection,
Mm,
there's really nothing you can say to how to deal with that type of rejection. You deal with it the best way you can, and constantly remind yourself she's not the only girl in the world, man.
yeah,
Now, rejection in entertainment industry,
yeah,
that can hurt a person.
yeah.
And when I say that hurt a person or break a person,
Mm,
that breaks a person's motivation so badly
mm,
because you go in there, you giving your best audition or your best performance or whatnot.
mm,
Just and directors and especially people that's holding auditions, they
yeah,
don't know how to talk to people.
yeah,
And you got to remember, these are people who are already established themselves in the business and this and that.
yeah,
So their idea of a rejection is you're not for this part. You either too fat, too skinny, too ugly, this and that. They're very direct in their fold.
yeah.
And then the funny thing is, in acting school, they tell you got to have thick skin. Yeah, dog, I don't care what you say. You come out talking to me like that, I'm going to remember I'm from the Bronx. We're going to be fighting.
That's what's up.
So you gotta learn that right there. Gotta teach you.
Yeah,
This mother. Yeah, he said that. All right, thank you. You
yeah,
got to be the better person to be like, well, this project wasn't for me. I was just
yeah,
doing something because I was bored.
yeah.
But again, it's a another industry, and I've seen it
Mm.
where people take their own lives. A lot of people can't handle rejection that well, man.
Yeah, that's why I asked, man. It's an important topic to discuss because, like I said, that's something that's not really told to you when you're younger. Like that's just like you thrown out there in the world, and
No,
you
because
really,
everybody you're being brought up saying,
yeah,
and people still saying it today.
yeah,
You could be whatever you want. Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah,
But guess what? We're telling them this, and they thinking they could be whatever they want
yeah,
overnight. No, 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 no. No, it takes time, man.
yeah. But that work in,
But again,
yeah,
yeah, there's people out here who grow up thinking they could be whatever they want,
yeah,
and it's something they don't have to wait for. They demand it now.
yeah,
You can demand it all you want, don't mean you're gonna get it. But
yeah, yeah. Nah,
I
I
won't
feel
be
you.
Denzel Washington. I'm turning 50.
Hey, but
I'm about to be a red fox.
I got one more for you, and then I'm gonna have to leave it right there because I know I'm running close to the time. So you mentioned something earlier about the police, right? I know where you stand on how the world is right now, but I just like for these youngsters to hear your advice on how would you kind of guide them on how should they handle interactions with police. You see what I mean? Because we've seen so much discord that sometimes you don't really know what to tell the youngsters. Like, look, you know, if you run into if you're interacting with a police officer, how should you conduct yourself? Like, how should you handle that situation? And you know, and we're talking roughly, you know, teenagers, you know, to young 20s.
Yeah, who don't want to be rough handled and stuff like that. I get it. This is a difficult one. You have to understand both sides of it.
Right.
Being on the law enforcement side, I never. It was maybe a few times I had to go through this, but you know, it's the approach. You know, I can approach you, talk to you nicely, ask you to comply, and you can still be agitated, standoffish, and stuff like that. It is the job of the police officer to de-escalate every situation. And then a lot of the videos that you see, ain't none of these guys de-escalating anything.
Yeah.
They just agitating more. And then once they arrest these individuals, well, you know, I was trying to talk to you peacefully, and you sitting there saying, like, no, you wasn't, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's a bad image. And, you know, that one person, yeah, it spoils the rest.
Yeah.
So policing is hard.
Right.
And I know this past year, it was probably the first time ever in my entire life that I was so glad not to be wearing that uniform.
Yeah.
Because just because of what one person does, everybody sees you, no matter how good you are or whatever, as part of the spoil.
Yeah.
And you know, it's hard to not just get a community, but get a certain age range of Black and Hispanic males and females to show you respect when you got people that you work with that don't show them the same respect.
Yeah.
And my message to all the young men and women out there, you know, when you come in contact with a police officer, bottom line is don't be aggressive.
Yeah.
Don't be standoffish.
Yeah.
Don't, as I put it, don't throw more fuel on the fire. Just listen to what they're telling you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it could be just a simple thing. You know, they just want to verify who you are and this and that. And this thing about, oh, you don't have to identify yourself. I'm tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
Because it's the wrong message to send. I mean, again, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
It's no need to be hostile and stuff like that. Just, and I know nobody wants to hear this, just comply, because as soon as they're done with you, you're on your way.
Right.
Plain and simple. You know, we being the type of people of color, we can't control what a racist person says or does to us.
Right.
And I understand we don't want to get hurt or shot and stuff like that, but for instance, if you're getting pulled over by the police officer, pull over, shut the car off, roll down all your windows, and you know, people may laugh when they see videos like this. If it's just you or other occupants of the car, stick your hands out the window. They can't say or do anything.
Okay.
The only thing you're gonna do is shock the hell out of them. They're gonna be like, "What you do that for?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't die today. That's what I did it for.
Yeah. For real.
They can't say nothing. You know what they're gonna end up doing? They're gonna laugh and be like, "Oh no, we just stopped you because you got a broken tail like this and that, but we're gonna let you go."
Yeah.
Or do like that mother and daughter team did. I don't know if you ever seen a video where they get pulled over, and the mother just tells her daughter who's in the passenger seat, just go with it.
Yeah.
The mother started acting like she's retarded.
Yeah.
She's retarded. She irate. Yeah, the officer didn't know what to do. He was just like, you know what? Just go right ahead. Hey,
Yeah.
I thought about doing it. I'm still thinking about doing it if I ever get pulled over. It's a hell of a tactic. It works.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, you don't want to get tased because people don't understand what an EDP is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, you take somebody with special needs. I've seen this a video not too long ago of especially needs person.
Right.
One, he was deaf.
Yeah.
Two, he was slow.
Yeah.
And they screaming at this kid to stop, and he just steady walking and walking, and they just screaming at him, stop, stop, stop.
Yeah.
They tackled this kid, put him in a chokehold, and wrestled him to the ground. He started fighting them because he didn't see them come from behind him.
Yeah.
They beat the crap out of this kid. They tased him, sent him to the hospital. It wasn't discovered until later, once this kid's parents got involved, that he's deaf. They didn't know that. Oh, he refused to answer our questions. No, he can't answer your questions, you idiot. He's deaf.
Yeah. He said EDP?
Yeah, emotionally disturbed person.
Oh, okay.
Anybody, put it like this.
Yeah.
You're coming in contact with two police officers or a group of them.
Right.
All right. The first two, okay, you calm with. But then when you start seeing two more, another two, now it's like 15 of these guys. You're gonna start getting a little aggressive.
Yeah, you
like, yo, what is all this for? Now you mouthing off, you cursing, you getting all loud. Guess what?
Too late.
Yeah. They can declare, declare you as an EDP. Oh, he was fine. Oh, he must be on something. That's their favorite word. Must be on something. Same thing when you see them wrestling somebody to the ground.
Yeah.
What's their favorite word now? They have to say that to get it on video. That's how it gets justified in court.
What's that?
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Oh,
Stop resisting.
Okay. Yeah.
But you can't, but you're not resisting. But as long as they say those words, stop resisting, stop resisting. Guess what? They could take that to court. Judge and the lawyer could say you was resisting. Can't prove otherwise.
Okay.
And now you're gonna get me in trouble with the boys in blue.
Nah. I mean, like I said, man, you know.
Hey, if there's any police officers, my name is Jose Torres.
Yeah.
I'm not in the US right now.
Hey, nah, bro. Like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Just dropping some jewels. I got a few other questions I'll ask, but we're gonna have to do a part 2, and I can follow up. And as long as you're okay with that, you want to come back if for do a part 2.
Hey, man, I'm a very important person. I got to see if I can fit you in my schedule. Have my people call your people, man.
I know we do lunch.
Yo, thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure. It's good to see you, my brother.
Same too, bro. All right, bro. Well, I guess I'll be linking up with you. And again, I thank you, man. And
not a problem.
I'll talk with you soon.
Later, man. Thanks for everybody that's watching. Later, man.
Peace. Okay. I just want to stop recording.